So basically we have 40 points up until now. And we have 3 more machines to go. There we go, we have an IP address. 10.129.42.23. This is a Linux machine. $80.22. Oh wow. PHP 5.4. That is ancient. Let's start where, because we have a web server on port 80 with PHP. Proxy. Let me switch off socks proxy. Okay. Did this finish? We don't seem to have a named host, so we won't add anything to our host file just yet. Let's open another browser for browsing. Manual proxy. That's good. Thank you for the follow, Cron Tabs. Welcome to the stream. Uploading gallery, not yet linked. Okay. They're mentioning some unlinked functionality, so let's have a look. .php. That's fine. Oh yeah, so you're also not allowed to use. Oh, there we go. You're not allowed to use any commercial tools for the exam itself. So burp professional or anything of that sort is a no-go. Let's see. We have upload.php and invalid image file. Photos.php. Okay, so we can upload photos, that's fine. Images. Okay. We have lib.php and we have a backups folder. Now, yeah, that's gonna be empty. And if we go to backups, oh no, it's backup, not backups. Moved permanently. Okay. Uh, networked. Loot. Save. Keep. Let's have a look. We're doing some source code review. Upload. Lib. Get check name. Check IP. Okay. File name type. Okay. Get name upload. Explode, shift. Huh, that's interesting. That's just taking the first element. And this is basically combining everything again. Why would they do that? So this one, basically, if you have test.php, will result in test and then PHP as 3 separate entries. This one results in test, but this one, if we have PHP, this one replaces underscore with dot, so we have name becomes test.php. Extension basically glues everything back together into the original name. And that basically becomes, extension becomes that file. And we're returning test.php because we're returning this, and test.php and test underscore php. Okay, that's interesting. Now, where's that used? List. Foo is not used by the looks of it. And extension. Substring compare. Name. Okay, so the name is not used. The name here, this one is not used at all. That's useless. Oh. But then we do have okay. The extension that comes from that function is not used to validate this, but the extension actually includes the full file name. And then it's using the remote address to create a name with the extension in there. Name. I love the fact that they've included a specific line for HackTheBox here. Okay, so in theory the gallery should only show you the images that are uploaded by your IP address. So if we proxy, where's the post upload? My file, let's change that. So it replaced the dot, the underscore was replaced back. Where does 003 come from? Ah, 1 to 7. Why did it strip 1 to 7? Let's have a look at the code. Upload. Oh yeah, so it, the first bit for the IP address, well, anything before the first dot gets excluded, because array shift returns the value, but also modifies the array itself. So at this point, the array will contain just JPEG and PHP. So that's going to be the value of the pieces array, which means the result will be that, and then it will be that. That would be the result, yeah. That makes sense. So then if we, but the name is not used anywhere, so that's useless for us. Let's have a look. PHP. Yeah, so that's what I thought. We are sending in a negative here. And basically that means the stars from the end. And it's using the data that's being parsed there is the actual variable that comes from the server. So from files, not from the function. Oh. But we are doing some weird stuff here with the file names. I'm trying to figure out what. Key value prefix. So let's take our file name, for example, this one. We know it's getting stored as this monstrosity over here. So let's work with it like that. We are sending in 127003 and it gets converted to that. Basically the 127 is being dropped by the check name function, and this is being added in by the upload functionality because we have the remote address there. And that's our file name. Prefix, that gets converted back to an IP address because okay. Check IP. What does check IP do? Prefix, file name. Prefix and value is the original file name value. Okay. That needs to be a valid IP. So this one, the value is not used, it's returned back. Check 0. Okay, so it doesn't actually validate anything. It doesn't validate that it's your IP or not. It just validates that it's a valid IP address for the post, which is fine. And then it exits if check 0, which in our case is the return. If it's not true, it continues with the script. Check 1. Okay. I feel like there should be something in here. The IP address is basically irrelevant in this case, because it can be anything. So it's something to do with how the file name is being files. Where's the check file type done? No, that's done before. But we know that this works. One, and basically what I want to do is remove that PHP if set request cmd system request cmd. I want to see if this will upload. Yep. So it got uploaded, and this is my file, and it's an invalid file, of course. But it won't be treated as a PHP at the moment, because, you know, it's not yeah. So it's just outputting it as text at the moment, because we haven't sorted out the file name pattern just yet. If we send it as .php, it will fail. Yeah. Send it. It will fail because it needs to end in PNG. PHP dot it dropped the PHP part. So the server, the browser interprets that. That's interesting. I'm almost at the end of the playlist. I don't think I've heard these songs before. Hmm. Oh. Why is that an internal error? Hmm. Ah, that's why. And now it's failing. There we go. So the server interprets both extensions. Hmm. Right. Let's add that to our notes. So, We basically have code execution. We can change this to be post. We can validate that it still works. And actually no, let's stick to loot. Penelope 8443 payloads. We need a bash. Yeah, that should do. Bash and TCP. There we go. Oh, that's a long output. So at this point, we are Apache. And these are our tests that we've uploaded. Okay. Oh, golly. So we will probably need to do some lateral movement. But let's see, Apache. Nope. HTTP. Yeah. Conf. Interesting. So normally PHP servers will only handle the PHP extension if it's at the end of the file. But this one seems to, and I was trying to figure out where that's coming from. This one seems to be handling it even if it's in the middle of the file. It still parses it as a PHP file, although it shouldn't. Any processes that are running? That's me. There's a sendmail running. Okay. Var. Let me take a screenshot of that. We haven't checked if we can read anything in Golly's home. Oh. There we go. We won't have access to run that, but we do have access to read those. And check attack is being run every 3 minutes. Okay, what does this do? Let's copy it locally and have a look. Oh. So it's requiring lib.php. Checks IP address. File contents. That's a command injection if I've ever seen one. Yeah, so that's a command injection based off of the file name that you have in the uploads folder. Let me just take a screenshot of that. Actually, I need the line numbers as well for my line 29. So basically, because we are now Apache and we're allowed to write anything there, we could create any kind of file. It doesn't need to go through the uploads uploads functionality. If we just do So we could touch test. Wait. I need to check. So value. We need to. What does that grab for? Capture group test.php. Okay. So it's excluding the dot files. Touch TMP test one. Now let's see how we create the file. Okay. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been quite a lot of work at my normal job, and yeah, I couldn't stream. So we've created that, but that's not gonna tell us anything. So at the moment I'm hacking a machine called Networked, but this is part of the 24-hour stream. So I've been at it for what, about 5 hours now. We've done 2 machines already, and now we're working on the third. Okay. Hmm. Why? Okay. Where was it? Where was I? Or HTML uploads. Touch test. TMP. No. Let me test if that works. Okay. Payloads. TMP. Okay. CD. Where was I? Uploads. Okay. Touch test. No such file or directory. Let's check if that will work. Otherwise, what we could do is look up to see if no help has any command injections. No, load bins. Load boss. No help. Nothing. Yeah, so it's trying to send the emails here for what I've done, but it doesn't seem to be executing the commands. So I might be doing something wrong there with the file names. I am getting a bit sleepy. No, it's 3 AM. No surprise there. Ah, so my essay script was removed. Let's try like this. Okay, so it's there. Basically, we have to wait 3 minutes because the cron job executes every 3 minutes. There we go. We have user. Oh, I did not get a chance to mute for that sneeze. Oh. Okay. Now the problem is, if the file is still there, yeah, I don't want to get a million shells back, so I'm gonna remove that. There we go. User. We get the user flag. And now we need to see how we do privilege escalation. Let me take a screenshot of that as well. Yeah, so on Linux boxes, first thing to check, can you run anything as sudo without a password? And we can. So what does this do? Okay. So it writes that file with device on boots. No. Is that another command injection? It looks like another command injection to me. But we need to bypass that regex. So, there we go. Yeah, basically, we are allowed space and a slash. What we've done there is basically introduce a new line, and the new line is execute the command. And we also have the bash tag p, and we can just execute another bash command. That was fun. That was easier than expected, especially on the root flag. Oh, shut up. So basically at this point we have 60 points because we have 3 machines that are completely rooted. Okay. I've got screenshots, I've got notes for this one, we can exit. I have screenshots for burp executing the command. Yes. Right. Give me 2 minutes. A bit of a bio break. I shall be right back, and we can continue with the rest of the machines. We have 2 more. Next up is absolute, and then we have intelligence. So see you in a bit.